A bit of a disclaimer before the video starts. You are currently listening to an idiot in the digital flesh, as I thought that the Rise of Midas Cup was a Floor is Lava tournament for half my matches. So, I was landing at classy courts to get some good mats, completely ignoring that they weren't going up on their own and that they were capped at 500. And it wasn't until I was finally lasting more than 2 minutes when I realised there were no signs of lava. So, spent game 6 figuring out what to do now, because I was going to take advantage of the forever increase in max height to make the least successful sky bases you could possibly feast your eyes upon. And then... So it thinks that all locations are new discoveries. Around the world in 80 days. Around the map in a tournament game. Wow, what genius. Hey, I don't need the applause. I know. I've got 4 games to do it. Game on. The first place is obviously easy, as all I need to do is land there. I chose Snooty as it's out the way and isn't likely to stay in the early circles. And this actually worked for me as it's close to a launch pad, which could easily take me past Pleasant Piazza. An important thing to note about this challenge that I didn't really note myself is the fact that there aren't any vehicles in a tournament playlist, and so this journey would have to take place almost entirely on foot. The River Styx was very helpful in getting me to Grim Gate in the Underworld, and my visit to Rebel's Roost followed soon after a close call with a player who thankfully found some comfort in a box. It was around this point where I was glad that I'd brought medkits, as the storm was about to have me in it more often than not. I thought I was done for the first round when my game froze in the middle of the battle, but a lucky shot kept me in the game as I headed towards classy courts. My next few stops were at Grand Glacier, Reckless Railways and Fencing Fields, but storm sickness caught up to me, and so I failed to make it to Restored Reels and Brawlers Battleground, with me getting 5,000 XP for visiting Mount Olympus being the last thing I saw before my demise. I must say, I got some good XP for this game though. For my second attempt, I needed 2 things: a better strategy and good luck with circles. After landing at Snooty again, I used the launch pad to get fencing out of the way early, and to give myself access to flowberries to boost my movement speed. After making my way through Pleasant, my route was very similar to that last game, going to Grim Gate, then the Underworld, followed by Rebel's Roost, before heading down to Lavish Lair and Classy Courts, and taking a trip to Grand Glacier and Reckless Railways. The only difference this time is that I hadn't even touched the storm, leaving me with 3 medkits and 3 more POIs left to visit: Mount Olympus, Brawlers Battleground, and Restored Reels. Sliding down the hilly terrain helped me to get to the first of these, and after visiting the battleground, I found myself with the storm being a long way away, leading me to question if I would be able to make it to Restored Reels at all. I made it to the circle with no medkits left, and the storm was about to be a 5-tick, so I couldn't make it to Restored without dying on the way. Except, I found someone who had dropped 3 medkits and a flopper. The final location was but a launch pad away. I made it there with 25 health remaining. I knew I wouldn't be able to make it back to the circle, and storm sickness made that abundantly clear. But I could die happy, knowing that I'd completed the challenge in only 2 games, winning me a couple levels in the process. I guess I'll just have to drop 2,000 V-Bucks on the new Midas skin.